Ils sont une poignée de champions à avoir marqué le basket. Quelques joueurs uniques, parvenus au sommet de leur art au niveau international, possèdent toutes les qualités des grands basketteurs. Ce sont de précieux mentors, des leaders courageux, des battants, des défenseurs intraitables, des passeurs incomparables et des scoreurs infatigables. Ce sont les maîtres du jeu.
Scotty is a catalyst, you know. I mean, he's the one guy that could go 2 for 10 and yet have a tremendous impact on the game.
He's that rare guy who can literally do everything. He's our point guard, unbelievable defender, he's a great rebounder. He's got every skill imaginable.
He's a complete player, the best versatile all-around player in the game today.
Venant d'une petite université de l'Arkansas, Scottie Pippen a travaillé dur pour gagner ses lauriers.
The Seattle Supersonics select Scott Pippen of Central Arkansas.
That's right, folks. You probably have never heard of Scottie Pippen.
Transféré chez les Bulls le jour de la draft, Pippen arrive à Chicago la tête pleine de rêves.
Going in, I'm looking to go in and play probably the 3 position, but someday I want to be able to work my way into the point guard position.
Mais ses grands projets sont vite contrariés.
When Scotty first came here, he really didn't know where he was at that time.
Inspiré par son coéquipier superstar, il fait d'énormes progrès.
Scottie Pippen out with it. Pippen on the drive, left of the lane to the rack. Whoa!
Michael challenging Pippen, it changed the whole character of our team. It made Pippen elevate his game.
I was established. He was kind of in the back scenes of things. And when his skills started to evolve and mature and people started to expect bigger things from him.
Scotty was developing at that time, and by making him the director of our offense, kind of a point forward.
Scottie orchestrant l'attaque, les Bulls mettent enfin en place leur système de jeu. En route pour leur épopée historique, ils vont décrocher 3 titres de champion.
Chicago has dominated every game.
The Chicago Bulls have 3 straight NBA championships.
3 fois champion NBA, champion olympique et élu 3 fois All-Star, Scottie semble définitivement sorti de l'ombre. Mais malgré son palmarès, il est constamment éclipsé par son coéquipier plus célèbre.
The years that I've played alongside Michael has definitely been years that I've, to some degree, been overshadowed. People have said I'm not all-star, I'm just riding Michael's coattail.
Tout cela change peu avant la saison 94, quand Jordan annonce son départ à la surprise générale.
This was an opportunity when Michael's departure for me to really step forth and show some leadership.
He has been unstoppable. An MVP performance.
Pippen, beautiful jump hook.
Pippen profite à fond de cette occasion en menant son équipe à 55 victoires et en étant sacré MVP du All-Star Game. Il va pouvoir goûter à une reconnaissance méritée. Mais au 3e match de la demi-finale de conférence Est, tout est brusquement gâché.
1.8 seconds remain, fourth quarter. Knicks and Bulls tied at 102.
C'est apparemment l'instant que Scottie attendait. Mais le dernier ballon revient au rookie Tony Kukoc. Et Pippen ne parvient pas à cacher sa frustration.
Scotty's going to sit here. Scottie Pippen is not on the floor for the Bulls right now. Unbelievable.
Bien que son refus d'entrer sur le terrain ne coûte pas la victoire aux Bulls, Pippen est aussitôt l'objet de toutes les critiques.
Anytime a player has to step into the level of carrying the team, the weight becomes a duress, and at some point in the season, it weighs very heavy when it's there all the time.
Playing under the pressure and duress of having to try to get to the next level, the experience was probably a step back for me.
At times, you make questionable decisions that maybe when you reflect back on them, they're not the best decision. And I think it really helped him grow as an individual to understand what type of responsibility you must have with this league.
Cet instant marque en fait un tournant dans la carrière de Scottie. Renonçant à se laisser miner, Pippen travaille d'arrache-pied. L'année suivante, il devient numéro 1 des Bulls en points, en rebonds, en assists, en interceptions et en contre, et regagne la confiance du public et de son équipe. Ironiquement, Scottie obtient ainsi le respect qu'il a toujours mérité.
I'm winding down battle. Scottie by Pippen. Yes, and MJ loves it.
And when I walked away for the game for 2 years, he was exposed to what I had to deal with, and he didn't have a shield anymore. But Scottie flourished individually, and he became more of a mature player.
Le retour de Michael n'affaiblit pas le tout nouveau leadership de Scottie.
Hey, Michael on the run. MJ running, shovels, Pippen jams with the right hand.
Michael et Scottie jouant au même niveau, les Bulls conquièrent un nouveau titre et entrent dans l'histoire comme une équipe de légende.
Look, skip the cross, Pippen the steal! Scottie saves it to Tony. He runs it again! The Bulls win!
Les mérites de Scottie sont enfin reconnus par tous.
I want to take my hat off to the two leaders on this team, Scottie and Michael.
Michael, when he came back, said point blank, this is Scottie's team.
It's hard to take this MVP by myself. He's got to take half of it. I take the trophy, he may get the call.
Glenn Rice des Charlotte Hornets est depuis longtemps l'un des meilleurs shooters de la NBA, un talent qu'il entretient depuis l'enfance.
When I was younger, we had like a park around the corner. Me and my younger brother, we used to go up there and shoot baskets at night. That's where I pretty much came up with the theory that if you can shoot the ball in at night, there shouldn't be any problem when the lights come on.
Rice brille déjà comme universitaire en inscrivant 31 points pour les Michigan Wolverines lors de la finale NCAA de 89. Il connaît alors la gloire.
But then also I got a taste of reality quick because I was drafted by the Miami Heat.
Intégrant la plus mauvaise équipe de la NBA, Rice subit les affres de la défaite. Mais il prend les choses en main et transmet à Miami une attitude positive.
I was able to, pass on the winning attitude to the other players on the team, and we tried, really hard to get something accomplished.
Miami, how do you like us now? The Heat are in the NBA playoffs.
En seulement 3 saisons en NBA, Rice, l'artilleur, fait de Miami une équipe respectée. En 95, l'arrivée du coach Pat Riley est un nouvel espoir. Pour faire de Miami un prétendant au titre, Riley fait venir le pivot Alonzo Mourning. Mais ce transfert se fait au prix fort et Glenn Rice est envoyé à Charlotte.
I think in a way I was disappointed for the simple fact that I thought I was going to finish my career in Miami, and it was a surprise to me.
Comme à Miami, Glenn Rice devient rapidement le pilier de son équipe.
Rice upstairs.
Rice a three. Got it!
I try to get him the ball from the first second that we start the game all the way through it.
Rice comes out on the left side, puts up another three, and he got it!
Boy, it's Rice that they're going to right now.
Glenn Rice is on fire! Oh, he has been unstoppable.
Now he's like, I'm the man, I can score and jump on my back. I'll carry us.
Rice pops out, makes the catch. Oh, delivers a three. Oh, one of the great three-point shooters in NBA history just delivered in the clutch.
Dès la première année, les Hornets haussent leur niveau de jeu et Rice dispute son premier All-Star.
Michael really made me feel very comfortable. Right before the game, we were walking down the hallway, and he started joking with me.
I bet you shoot first air ball.
It was kind of funny because I almost shot air ball. I got just a small piece of the rim on my first shot. He told me afterwards, hey, congratulations on being an All-Star, and hope to see you back again.
Your first was good, man. I hope you enjoyed it.
L'année suivante, Rice offre une bien meilleure prestation au cours du All-Star Game.
Yeah.
Okay. Terrell Brandon, he'll bring it down. A 4-point East lead. Rice left side squares. Oh, 2 for 2.
You got him, G-Right.
You can't leave the hot hand wide open like that. Three-pointer again. Yes, he is in the zone. Rice comes back, spins, comes up. 8-footer's good. There it is. He has the record.
Prouvons à nouveau qu'il fait partie de l'élite, Glenn Rice définit de nouvelles normes d'excellence.
And thank you, Glenn Rice, 1997 All-Star Game MVP, setting a record for the most points in a quarter and a half.
Dans la lignée de Glenn Rice, Reggie Miller, l'arrière des Indiana Pacers, est lui aussi un grand shooter.
Miller, a desperate three.
Whoa! Right in the face of the defender.
Jackson on the bounce with 8. Reggie from the wing. Hit it!
That's jazzy. Now that's jazzy.
Reggie adore jouer au basket et ne craint pas d'exprimer ses émotions, ni d'exhiber ses talents.
Well, when you first step on the court, especially if you're playing in a packed arena on the road, 20,000 people are coming to see you perform.
Reggie spots for three. There she goes.
It's like being on stage. You're like Michael Jackson.
Miller, a bomb for three. Got it.
He is feeling it right now.
If you're on the opposing team and you got Reggie Miller staring you down, it's a scary feeling because he's got the nose for making a big shot.
A pitch out to Miller for three. Reggie Miller with a cold-blooded three. And the Indiana Pacers have taken the lead.
If the game is on the line, everyone knows where the ball is going to end up, and there's nothing that no one else on the other team can do about it. And that's the mark of a great clutch player.
5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3. Here he comes, fade away. Yes, Miller hits a big one. With 8/10 of a second remaining, Reggie Miller takes the bound at the stadium in Chicago.
Sometimes you like kind of sticking it to other teams.
Here's Reggie, here's the turnaround, here's the shot.
Très dangereux en saison régulière, Reggie fait preuve d'une adresse dévastatrice en playoff. C'est le Miller Time. En playoff, il fait souffrir l'équipe des Knicks. En 1994, New York croit être hors de portée du pilonnage de Miller lors du 5e match de la finale de conférence Est, à Tours.
I took my first shot in the fourth quarter, and it was a 3, and it was pretty contested, and it went in. I came back down in the next possession and hit another 3, and that's when I started to feel kind of good.
And that Knick lead has been trimmed to 8.
It seemed like the bucket started to open up a little bit more.
Here's Miller, swings away, and hits. Reggie Miller is on fire. He has
Mills fires up a long three. That's good. Reggie Miller from way downtown. And the Pacers go up by 3.
Sitting on the bench, you found yourself being a spectator. He just got to the point where he made shots.
Reggie Miller hits another 3.
An emphatic display of long-range bombing by Miller.
I just feel fortunate I was there to watch it.
Just an astounding shooting exhibition being put on by Reggie Miller.
Miller étourdit la foule du Madison Square Garden en marquant 25 points au 4e quart-temps. Les deux équipes se retrouvent un an plus tard à New York. Et cette fois-ci, Reggie parvient en un clin d'œil à effacer un retard apparemment insurmontable.
105-99, 18.7 seconds left. Miller for 3, and he got it. Reggie Miller with a clutch tray, and it's 105-102. And a steal. Miller retreats to the three-point line and hits again.
Reggie Miller has tied the game with 13 seconds remaining.
To get a steal and have Reggie have the presence of mind to step back and shoot another 3 blew my mind. And then to have an opportunity to win it in regulation when we were 6 down with 18 seconds to go was something that I totally didn't expect.
Unbelievable! Unbelievable!
One of the most remarkable comebacks in all of basketball.
It was pretty wild.
Le nouveau coach de Reggie apprécie en connaisseur ses qualités de shooter décisif.
Okay? Come on, guys. Big time here. Let's go. 1, 2, 3.
Whether he's mentally tougher than I ever was, I don't know. If we're the same, I have no idea. It's just that I know he's hit some multiple big shots for us.
Miller suddenly alone.
Wow. That was a huge shot from Miller.
Knowing that I want the ball in my hands as much as possible, especially in late game situation, that kind of takes the pressure off him so he can just say, okay, we're going to drop this play and get the ball to Reggie. Like he used to say in the Celtics, okay, draw the play up and get the ball to me and or I'll go home.
Miller has a good look at it. Miller wins it for Indiana. And he waves goodbye to the Suns bench.
Si Miller peut conclure un match sur un panier décisif, d'autres joueurs dominent de différentes manières.
The best part of basketball for me is getting out there, guarding somebody, and making them fear me.
Gary Payton, such a disruptive force on defense. Ball stripped by Payton. They call him the glove so quick.
A different type of point guard with the complete arsenal of weapons.
He can score, he can post up, he can shoot, he can play one-on-one, or he can pass.
And Gary Payton is saying, give him the ball. He knows that he's the guy that can get it going. He likes it in games like this when it's on the line.
Basketteur complet et brillant, Gary fait aussi partie de l'élite de la NBA. Mais à ses débuts, ses prouesses étaient plus rares. Deuxième de la draft de 90, tous les espoirs lui sont permis. Mais un réveil difficile attend ce jeune impétueux.
Flips it over to Payton. He drives and missed the left-hand layup.
When I came in this league, I was arrogant. I thought I can do whatever.
Payton with the steal, the drive, and the hoop, but wave it off. Offensive foul on Payton.
He was terrible in a sense because he talked more than he played basketball. He tried to intimidate you by talking.
First 2 years in the NBA, I just wasn't playing the type of basketball I wanted to play. And I started to hate basketball.
Gary Payton semble alors sombrer dans l'oubli. Mais après une première moitié de saison décevante, son nouveau coach lui donne un nouveau départ.
He has a gut competitive nature that very few players have.
George Karl laisse jouer son meneur à sa guise et lui offre une seconde chance.
Grabbed by Gary Payton. He wheedles his way through traffic. Drives into the lane. Nobody got him. Goes to the glass. Lays it in.
Next lead by 3. Inbound stolen by Payton. He makes a huge play.
I think when Coach Karl came in, it was the right system for me. He let me play the style of basketball I came from Oregon State with.
Stripped him of the ball. Lead pass to Payton. 2-on-1. Blocked ahead. Oh, baby.
When that happened, I got more dedicated and the wanting to play basketball and making my game better.
It's in off balance, no foul, outside to Smith. Smith to the ball by Pierce. Sends it ahead to Gary. Too far ahead, he saves it. He'll lay it in. Oh, you gotta love that action. Good. Golly, Miss Molly.
As I got older and grew up and said, hey, I think about this, you know, I could be a great player, but I'm not going to get the recognition and all that and be a superstar and play this way just by putting my talent out here.
Chaque année, Gary ajoute une arme à son arsenal.
When he's got the ball in his hands, you better keep your eyes open at all times, because he will find you.
Gary Payton is just showing why he's the complete package. Gary Payton, another cold-blooded three.
Payton devient un joueur complet et le leader de Seattle.
This game is about learning every day, and he has matured into a leader.
Start from this side. Start from this side. Field on this side.
Menant son équipe jusqu'à la finale de 96, le défenseur de l'année montre qu'il est bien une superstar.
Payton leading the way, and that little look like, Michael, you're the king, but I'm coming after you tonight.
I don't think anyone in the league is more important to their team than Gary is to our team.
Payton, ever since I've been in Seattle, has produced 55 wins. Probably will produce 3 60-win seasons. And, you know, people don't understand, in the history of the game, there's probably only 4 or 5 teams that have been able to do that type of winning.
Gary Payton a enfin atteint les sommets du basket.
I want people to look at me when I was a rookie in my first 2 years, an arrogant player, and how you have to grow up. And that's what I've been doing. And that's where you get your recognition, and that's where you become one of the elite.
Si Payton a eu des débuts difficiles, d'autres maîtres du jeu ont brillé dès leur arrivée en NBA. Autrefois coéquipiers, Tim Hardaway de Miami et Mitch Richmond de Sacramento jouent à présent loin l'un de l'autre. Mais ils se retrouvent à l'occasion et sont amis depuis leur début aux Golden State Warriors.
When I first saw him, my first day at Golden State, I was like, man, that's Mitch Richmond. You know, I was like, hey, how you doing? You know, I'm happy to be here. You know, and we just clicked.
Hardaway out of here. And guess who? Mitch Richmond is.
I used to watch a lot of tape on him, so I thought he was about 6'5". So when I first walked up to him, and I was like, man, this guy about 5'11", you know? When we got on the court, we started practicing, and I was like, man, he got the quickest first step I ever seen.
The killer crossover. Oh, brother. Here's Tim Hardaway behind the back. Oh, he spins and scores.
We had lots of fun. You know, it was just that camaraderie between us. Just knowing, on the court, just knowing where he was at, passing the ball.
Mitch Richmond. Oh, what a move.
I could see him filling the lane.
Richmond explodes.
So it was a lot of fun.
It was unstoppable because, you know, maybe Tim bust for 30 and I come out with 28. You know, it's like, it was just great basketball because we was going up and down.
En 91, après 2 saisons côte à côte, il remporte une série de playoffs mémorables.
Here comes Hardaway on the wing to Richmond, the pull-up. Got it!
He's automatic tonight.
Hardaway off the crossover. Here's the whistle. Oh, the Warriors are heating up now.
Dans un final à suspense, Golden State défait les San Antonio Spurs, archi-favoris. Pourtant, ce sont leurs derniers grands moments ensemble au sein des Warriors. Richmond est transféré à l'intersaison à la surprise d'Hardaway.
It was tough because we thought that we was going to be the core of the team. And when he left, it was like, wow, you traded Mitch. You know, a great friend, just up and move. You're not going to see him every day. You're not going to play with him every day. You're not going to laugh with him every day.
La réalité est encore plus rude pour Richmond à Sacramento, qui a essuyé 8 mauvaises saisons d'affilée.
I just had to step back and say, this is not so bad. You know, I'm playing this sport that I love to do, and you know, I just changed jerseys. A lot of people would like to be in the same shoes as I am, so let's give it a chance and let's see where it goes from there.
Richmond, très explosif, devient malgré tout l'un des meilleurs marqueurs de la Ligue. En 96, les Kings renouent avec les playoffs après 10 ans d'absence. La rage de vaincre de Mitch lui permet de se mesurer aux meilleurs. Et son jeu inspiré a conquis ses fans et ses coéquipiers.
I love playing with Mitch because he's one of those guys, he goes out there every night, you know what you're going to get. Bottom line, he doesn't take a day off.
You know, he don't get enough recognition, but if people could see him play night in and night out, they'll see why he's an all-star, why, you know, everybody will want him on their team.
Richmond est médaillé d'or aux Jeux olympiques, mais son ami Hardaway vit des moments difficiles à Golden State. Blessé au genou, il manque toute une saison. Et à son retour, Tim semble avoir perdu son dribble magique.
Everybody thought Tim had lost a step or lost his crossover when he had knee surgery, and people felt that he was done.
La fierté du club est à présent reléguée sur le banc de touche.
It was over with. It was over with. And, you know, it just wasn't right there. It was time for me to go. It was time for me to move on.
Hardaway compte sur son transfert à Miami pour relancer sa jeune carrière.
I'm just looking forward to a new start. Coming out here, just playing first of all.
Tim saisit cette occasion pour retrouver sa vivacité et rappeler quelques souvenirs à ses adversaires.
Hardaway still outside the arc of the dribble, inside of 10, pull up 3 under pressure. Good. Oh, what a cold-blooded 3. Oh, Tim Hardaway. They can't stop him. Oh, that's great basketball.
My confidence always was there. I never lost my confidence.
Hardaway on the spin. Hardaway! Oh, my! Tim Hardaway, you are unbelievable, my man.
Timmy thinks he's the best player on the court. You know, he thinks he's the best player on the court. When a guy thinks that way, in my eyes, my heart got to go out to him.
Hardaway, length of the floor, running jumper. Oh, my! How many times is this guy going to perform at that level? He is unbelievable.
I've been through a lot, so I'm just happy to be in the situation I'm in. And I'm very happy to say, you know, that I'm having fun. See, this is what I used to do to Mitch.
Le chemin vers la gloire étant lié, Hardaway et Richmond resteront à jamais amis et complices.
When I play up against him, he let me know it. Oh, I'm going to take him. I mean, it doesn't matter if he's supposed to run a play. He's going to break that play, and he's going to try to score me.
Oh, Tim Hardaway on a runner.
You know, he's always trying to score me.
It goes the same way. I switch on him. Oh, I got a little one. I got a little one. And if he score me, I'm going to hear about it.
We both compete on the court, so I don't think we take friendship in the hand at that point in time. But when the game is over, you know, we acknowledge each other. And so.
Just go back to being friends,
yeah.
You know?
David Robinson des San Antonio Spurs a toujours eu un lourd fardeau à porter. Étudiant à l'école navale, il mène la modeste équipe de la Navy au sommet du championnat universitaire. Puis, lorsqu'il arrive en NBA, on attend de lui qu'il ranime San Antonio, qui n'a gagné que 21 matchs la saison précédente.
It's not a bad kind of pressure. I mean, it's just like if they expect you to win, then you got some kind of ability, and that's a good kind of pressure.
À lui seul, l'amiral va changer le destin des Spurs. En un an à peine, il permet aux Spurs d'effectuer une remontée historique. San Antonio remporte 56 victoires et Robinson est élu Rookie de l'année.
David is the most athletic center ever. He's got the speed and the quickness of a guard and the body of a big guy. He's just awesome.
A brilliant play by David Robinson.
Au fil des ans, il prouve qu'il n'est pas qu'un formidable athlète. Il perfectionne son jeu et fait des Spurs une équipe redoutée.
Each year, you still think, man, I got to get better. I got to do something to improve my game. And as I worked, I just learned more and got better and better.
To the edge.
Il devient un modèle sur les parquets, mais aussi en dehors.
I think it's a great opportunity to just stand up and be counted, be an example, and impact some other people's lives.
Sometimes trouble comes looking for you. And that's when you have to stop, think, and find a way to not let it get you. Peace.
En 1995, Robinson est désormais un des basketteurs les plus populaires et les plus doués. Les Spurs battent leur record de victoires et David est sacré meilleur joueur.
Robinson represents for us the commitment to team, to principle, and to community. Congratulations, David Robinson, 1995 NBA MVP.
Mais le conte de fées s'arrête là et les Spurs sont éliminés en play-off par les Houston Rockets et leur rival de Robinson, Hakeem Olajuwon.
Robinson is saying, what must I do?
That hurt a lot because I felt like I didn't play up to my potential in that series, and I'm the leader, you know, and I felt like, you know, I wanted to really take these guys and pick us up and go to the next level. And as great a year as it was for our team, and as great a year as it was for me as an individual, you know, it still showed me that I got a lot of room to improve and get better.
Pour une fois, son labeur ne porte pas aussitôt ses fruits. Les Spurs sont sortis des playoffs la saison suivante. Puis l'amiral est miné par une blessure au dos qui menace sa carrière. Pendant toute une saison, les Spurs s'enfoncent, ne gagnant que 20 matchs sans leur leader.
Dave Robinson, I mean, I can't describe what he means to our basketball team. He helps everybody out emotionally, spiritually, and he's missed in a lot of areas more so than just basketball.
Nobody's worked harder and nobody deserves us more than we do. So let's go out there and take it from them.
Comme toujours, Robinson répond avec détermination. À peine guéri, il reprend les Spurs sur ses épaules et orchestre une nouvelle remontée spectaculaire. San Antonio faisant à nouveau partie de l'élite de la NBA, David repart à la conquête du titre suprême.
You strive to be the best, and the one main challenge for me is being able to step through and win the championship. You know, that's where my heart is set.
Dans sa course au titre NBA, le super pivot des Spurs sait que son destin est entre ses mains et sa vision du jeu et de la vie ne changeront jamais. Un autre vétéran de classe porte le flambeau de son équipe depuis 13 ans, Joe Dumars des Detroit Pistons. Au milieu des années 80, les Pistons cherchent une nouvelle identité et Joe Dumars les aidera à la trouver.
What they needed was some young energy. They needed some defensive presence, and that's what I tried to bring when I first got here.
Il remplit son rôle à merveille.
Magic again, posting up. Great defensive play by Dumars.
Joe contrôle la défense hermétique des Pistons et Détroit se forge une réputation d'équipe intraitable. En quelques années, elle devient l'une des meilleures équipes de la NBA. Le titre semble à la portée des Pistons et Dumars ne manque pas l'occasion de décrocher un premier trophée face aux Lakers en 89.
Came out and he showed us what Joe Dumars is all about.
Dumars accède enfin à la gloire grâce à sa performance de MVP au cours de la finale.
Dumars does nothing but put the cap on a tremendous performance.
There's absolutely no feeling that I can even explain to you. The night we beat the Lakers, it's like an out-of-body experience. It was an absolutely awesome feeling.
Joe revit ce bonheur en 90 en contribuant à la victoire face à la jeune équipe de Portland.
When Detroit was winning the championship, I thought he was a cornerstone of that team because he did so many things to make them better.
Still champions of the world, the Pistons repeat.
Dans ces années-là, Dumars applique la philosophie des Pistons basée sur le jeu collectif. Mais il se retrouve bientôt seul pour maintenir Détroit dans la course. Un par un, ses coéquipiers quittent le groupe. Malgré leur chute dans le classement, ils restent fidèles aux Pistons.
I don't think you define yourself as a true professional only by your winning. I think you define yourself as a true professional by how you handle adversity. But if you're truly going to be someone who calls himself a champion, you have to persevere through those times, and that's what I did.
En 1995, sa carrière marque un tournant. La star décide lui-même de devenir professeur. Et son élève s'appelle Grant Hill.
Pretty much felt that he would be the link that would make the transition from the old to the new. And I thought that he was the type of guy who could carry that banner for the Pistons.
I should have got out, but the line may not always be there. It may just be the skip pass there. Okay.
I was a big Michael Jordan fan. I used to hate Joe because he used to do well against Michael, but after meeting Joe and spending some time with him, I was sold on Joe Dumars. And from then on, he's been in my corner. He's been extremely helpful. He's showed me the ropes.
I talked to Grant a lot about different things that you need to win. I said, I've been that guy who had to go out and get 25, 30. You're that guy now. I have to be the guy for you now and give you leadership, give you that guidance, give you that toughness down the stretch. But you got to carry the load now. And that's what we go out and do. I mean, we understand that. I understand my role. He understands his role. And I think it works perfectly together.
Grant crossing over, top side to Joe. Three-point cutting, got it. Great exit.
Le rôle crucial de Dumars ne passe pas inaperçu. À l'automne de sa carrière, il est élu All-Star et gagne à juste titre le prix de la sportivité.
He's an all-star on the court, but he's also an all-star off the court. He's just a great person, and there should be more, in my eyes, there should be more Joe Dumars out there, not only in sports, but just in life in general.
Comme Joe Dumars, Clyde Drexler, futur intronisé au Hall of Fame, a accompli bien des exploits personnels et collectifs. Sa carrière de légende lui assurera une place dans l'histoire de la NBA.
My goal was to be a professional basketball player, and to be considered one of the top 50 in the history of the game is a phenomenal honor. I think it's something that, when you put your best foot forward and you have good intentions, I think good things happen.
On attend beaucoup de Clyde à son arrivée dans la NBA en 83, et ce nouveau voltigeur ne déçoit pas.
Drexler motoring all the way. Worth the price of admission. Drexler.
You go back and you look at some of the things he did, those are just incredible physical feats. I mean, I had a lot of talks with Clyde, and I said, there are some times when there are two big guys back there where maybe you can't go in there. And he looked at me and shot. I take what I want.
It's a rebound, Robinson. Court-link pass, Drexler, he's open, he's
Parfois, les prouesses incroyables de Drexler semblent éclipser sa véritable motivation sur les parquets de basket.
The thing that was most interesting about Clyde was not his athleticism that was obvious, but it was his desire to win. I don't think that anyone really understood how much he disliked losing.
Sa combativité permet aux Blazers de devenir des prétendants au titre. En 90, après 7 saisons en NBA, Clyde emmène les Blazers jusqu'en finale, mais s'incline face aux Pistons plus expérimentés. Et l'année suivante, Portland est battu par les Lakers de Magic Johnson dans la finale de conférence Ouest.
Blazers into 6. The Lakers win 4 games to 2, ending Portland's bid for a dream season here tonight, 91-90.
Les Blazers resserrent les rangs et retournent en finale en 92. Clyde doit alors se mesurer un redoutable vis-à-vis.
Michael plays the same position that I played, and for years we'd battled. And for me, competition is what I thrive on.
Dans ce duel au sommet entre les deux arrières, Clyde se bat avec brio, mais c'est Michael qui a le dernier mot.
Oh, my goodness!
When you think about being the best team in the world and you're that close to it, it's tough, and those are opportunities that you may never get again.
Les rêves de finale s'évanouissent avec l'éclatement de l'équipe formée autour de Drexler. Clyde craint alors de terminer sa carrière sans titre NBA et fait bientôt ses adieux à Portland.
And going back to Houston, the place where I grew up, where I went to college and all my family's there, that was like going home. When the trade actually went through, it was hard to believe because in the back of my mind, I knew that something special was going to occur.
Dès ses premiers pas sur le parquet des Rockets, Drexler se fixe une mission claire.
Ellie sees Drexler underneath. Oh, he passes the 21.
Yeah, look at the fly. There it is. There it is. There it is.
Drexler wins it. There it is. Drexler wins it.
En abordant les playoffs, Drexler continue à porter les champions sortants.
He was playing terrific ball for us. He had a terrific playoff series. You know, Utah, he had a terrific series.
David Benoit's on him now. Drexler goes right around. Benoit slams it home.
And with each playoff games, each series, he was getting better and better.
La rage de Drexler permet aux Rockets d'éviter 5 fois l'élimination sur la route de la finale NBA.
We have been through so much, and you always need something else to push you. And he stepped up big time right when we needed it.
Clyde a aidé les Rockets à vaincre l'adversité et à présent, il saisit sa chance.
The guy worked hard, and that right there showed me how bad this guy really wanted to win because he knew that that was his last time getting to the finals probably, and he had to take advantage of it.
Gonflé à bloc, Drexler joue avec une incroyable intensité.
It was an emotional time. I knew he felt he was getting close to the ring, and I felt for him.
Clyde Drexler, this is his championship. Drexler slams it down.
It's over. It's over. The Houston Rockets are the NBA champions for the second year.
This was the third trip to the finals, and the third time was the charm.
This was great. How sweet it is.
It's a feeling of exhilaration. It's been like a storybook ending. Actually, I was so excited I didn't really know how to react.
Hold on, he ain't getting serious. Hey. That's his first. That's his first. Yes, sir. His first. Okay. I had to come here.
Time and patience have rewarded Drexler and put him on the mantle that he belongs on in terms of being a great ambassador for the sport, a great talent, and a champion.
Le simple fait de disputer une finale est pour beaucoup de joueurs l'objectif suprême.
Unbelievable! John Stockton! John Stockton! It's over! The Jazz win it! We're on our way to the World Championship!
Mais pour John Stockton et Karl Malone, ce n'est qu'une de leurs nombreuses performances. Stockton est le recordman de la NBA en passes décisives et en interceptions. Malone, lui, a été sacré MVP de la Ligue. Ensemble, ils ont partagé 2 titres olympiques et un MVP All-Star. Mais pour vraiment mesurer leur valeur, il faut revenir sur leur modeste début.
The Utah Jazz select John Stockton of Gonzaga University. The Utah Jazz select Karl Malone of Louisiana Tech.
Duo singulier, ces 2 joueurs ont pourtant des points communs. Issus d'universités sans grand prestige, ils s'affirment tous les 2 au sein de la NBA.
John Stockton, pure point guard, the great decision maker, the artist, the finesse. He has the imagination. For him, it's a dance. It's an art.
Stockton all the way. Stockton to the hoop. Trainer. Unbelievable.
On the other hand, Karl Malone is the rough, tough, hard-hitting super athlete. Great body, great hands, and a great will to win.
Down the middle, the mailman. Slam dunk. Oh, baby, what a power play.
Très talentueux individuellement, ensemble, ils forment un tandem dévastateur.
Stockton in a hurry.
Stock everywhere. John front court left. Trailer to Malone. He's there. Oh, baby.
You throw crazy passes and he catches them. People say, wow, he must know what he's thinking.
Stock down the middle. Right side Malone. He's there. The mailman.
We're sort of Siamese twins, so to speak.
Stockton. Trailer Malone.
Oh, they've done that a time or two.
Those two guys, Stockton and Malone, they've connected. They've connected here. It's nothing better than that when you can step on the floor and you don't have to say a word to a guy.
Those two men really have ESP on the basketball floor.
I don't think any other two players on the same team have connected like these guys have.
Les deux hommes partagent des liens très forts, mais aussi la même philosophie.
I look at us every night as warriors, and we're going out to fight a battle. There's no doubt in my mind what he's thinking. And I don't think it's any doubt in his mind what I'm thinking. We'll get on that court, and that's to win.
No good. Rebound, Stockton. Ahead to Carvalho. He's got it. Stockton to Malone. He scores. Incredible.
Ils n'ont jamais été sacrés champions NBA, mais ont privilégié le fait d'avoir vécu leur aventure côte à côte.
A lot of things have happened with the two of us, and it's nice to experience those things with a good friend that you put your whole life into with. We won and lost a lot of games together. We've been through a lot together, and really wouldn't change anything.
That's a dynamic duo again of Stockton and Malone.
De ce fait, ils ont tissé une amitié qu'ils chériront pour le restant de leur vie.
When we're gone from this game of basketball, I think when you mention one, you're going to mention the other one. And if we happen to go to the Hall of Fame one day, they probably try to get us both there together. And I think it's great.
I hope that whatever happens to us after we're done playing, I hope that there's a lot of times for Stockton-Malone combination to get together again.